Why did you come in late? Hmm? Yes. You did something?
I take a shower.
That's why. It's okay. All right. So, all right, for a while. Can you hear the background noise, fan?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, now let's start the lesson. I'll just prepare your... I'll just get your book. Okay, can you now see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, for a while. Okay, there you go. So last time we're done with uncountable and countable nouns. Now let's go to expressing quantity. Okay. Okay. So expressing quantity. Can you please read the dialogue of this girl and the man? Okay, start with this one.
You got many books in your bag, John? No, I haven't got many books. I've got a few books and a lot of sweets.
Next.
Have you got much money in your
Pockets.
pockets?
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
No, I haven't got much money. I've got a little money and a lot of chocolate.
Okay. So now I'll read it again. So here is a lady and his friend John. The lady asked his friend, "Have you got many books in your bag, John?" "No, I haven't got many books. I've got a few books and a lot of sweets." Oh, these are candies. There's a lot of candies in his bag. So, have you got much money in your pockets? Look at his pockets. Do you think it's money? No, I haven't got much money. I've got a little money and a lot of chocolates. So there's many chocolates in his pocket. Okay. So here are the countables and uncountables. Okay. Here are the positive. A lot of or lots of. For uncountable, let's read first the countables, okay? For interrogative, you use many. For negative, you use also many. And for positive, you could use a few or only few. For uncountable nouns, you could use a lot of or lots of. It's just the same with countable nouns. For interrogative, for uncountable nouns, you use much. Also for the negative, you use much. And for the positive uncountables, you use little or a little. So can you please read the examples?
A few cherries. Few cherries.
Yes. Next.
A little cheese. Little cheese.
Yeah. Look at the plate. There are uncountable, countable cherries. So he used a few. But his cherries are uncountable. It is also uncountable, but it is also considered as countable. So he also used few. And for his cheese is still whole, a whole cheese. So he used a little since it's still whole. But when he ate already the cheese, so it breaks into pieces already. So it becomes uncountable already. So he only used little cheese. Okay. So for number 1, this is how you use a lot of, many and much, or a few or a little. Okay? Please listen carefully, Tan, because this lesson is kinda confusing. Okay? So let's just take it step by step. So a lot of or lots of are used in the affirmative with countables or uncountables. So a lot of and lots of affirmative means it means positive. Yes. And it is used for both countable and uncountable. So for example, there are a lot of or lots of stars in the sky. So for the next example, there's a lot of or lots of milk in the bottle. So the stars here are countable. And the milk here is uncountable. So you could use a lot of or lots of for both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay? For number 2, many. You use many with countables. And you use much for uncountables. Are used in questions and negations. Negations means negative. So many and much can also be used in the affirmative in formal English. Okay, so before we proceed more with this number 2, let's have first an example for this number 1, a lot of. Okay, I'll give you an example first, Pan, and you will give an example after, okay?
Yes.
Okay. There's a lot of oranges in the refrigerator. Okay, can you please read?
There's a lot of oranges in the
Refrigerator.
Ref,
Refrigerator.
refrigerator.
Okay, you do you know what's this? Refrigerator?
No.
It's a ref. Do you have ref at home? Where do you put all your food to be cold? That's a refrigerator. Okay? Where you put all your meat, fish, chicken. That is where you put your foods. Also, if you want to drink cold water, you need to put it in the refrigerator. Okay? So do you know now what is refrigerator?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I'll give another example. So, okay, before we proceed with another example, look at my example 5. My example here is there's a lot of oranges in the refrigerator. I use a lot of because oranges is countable, right? You can count an orange. Okay? It is countable. So I use oranges and I use a lot of. So here's an example, second example. This one. There's a lot of juice in the jar. Okay, so can you count a juice?
No.
No. So is it uncountable or countable?
Uncountable.
Very good, uncountable. So I also use, in my first example, I use a lot of 4 countable nouns. And for my second example, I use a lot of my uncountable noun, which is juice. Okay? Now, we still have 5 minutes. Can you try to make an example using the word a lot of, or lots of in a sentence using both countable and uncountable noun, okay? Okay.
Which I finished. Teacher, I
Okay.
finished.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. All right. So there's a lot of bear in the zoo. Very good. So is a bear countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Very good. Countable since it's only one. Very good. There's a lot of bear in the zoo. How about, okay, let's do this way. I will give an example about uncountable, okay? Using a lot of. There's lots of chocolate bars in my bag. Is chocolate bars countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Countable? Uncountable, because chocolate is a whole. And when you break it, I said chocolate bars, so it is many already. So it is break into pieces, so you cannot count it anymore. Because when you chew the chocolate, can you still count on it? The chocolate will just melt. Okay, so we will just continue our lesson on Monday, Tan. We will continue number 2, okay? And let's practice more on using a lot of and lots of next time, okay? I mean on Monday, all right? So thank you so much for today, Tan, and I hope I'll see you again next week, okay? Good night.
Yes.
Thank you. Goodbye.